starting short. Hopefully we can get a few more people on in a few minutes. And then we can get started.
Oops, I'm just gonna turn it. I'm finishing my dinner, so I'll be right. I'm here, okay?
No problem, Teresa. Okay, so I don't see our secretary on here. So guess we'll give folks until 15 minutes after and get started. Hopefully we can get a couple more people to join us.
You need me to take minutes, just let me know, Debbie. That's fine.
Oh, okay, yes, thank you. Because I don't see I don't see Christine on here. Okay, guys, so it's 7:15. I want to get this meeting started. I don't know if it makes sense to wait longer. I mean, 15 minutes is more than enough to wait for people, to get the meeting started. So it's 7:15 and we're gonna get started with this Economic Environmental Protection Committee meeting. So my name is Debbie Timothy and I am the chair of the Environmental Protection Committee meeting at CB9. I am also a member on CB9. Welcome and Happy New Year. Teresa, are you there? I'm gonna.
Trying to get my little headphones to work. Can you see? Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you guys though. Oh, sorry. All right, I might have to take them out. Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you talk? I can't hear anybody. Oh, everybody's off.
I can hear
Oh,
you. I can hear you clearly, and I'm sure that Khalid can as well.
Yes, I heard you fine.
Yeah. I'm not sure. We also have Haley
okay, it's
on
kind of
here.
low. Oh, Liberty, what's happening? All right, I'm Teresa Westerdahl. I'm a member of the EP committee, my favorite committee. And Happy New Year, everyone. Just looking to get back rolling into the new year. A couple of things I want to bring up when it's new business time. Please
Okay,
remind
fine.
me, especially
Yes.
about the meeting I went to last night.
Okay, but you have the agenda, right? So we kind of like.
Yeah, I
go
have
with
I
that.
have it right here.
Yeah, so you'll know when we get to that point. Okay, we also have someone by the name of Haley Stock on there. Haley, would you introduce yourself and let us know a little about, who you
Yeah.
are and why you're on this meeting tonight?
Yeah, I'm a resident and I'm just curious about this committee. I've never sat in on a community board meeting, so I'm just curious how it all works.
Okay, thank you for joining us. And we also have Bishop on here. Hi, Bishop. Happy New Year.
Good night. I'm fighting a cold.
I can hear it.
Yes, I am under the weather.
Okay, but we're
Under
glad
the
that
weather.
you can join us still.
Yes, I wanted to.
Thank you. So would you introduce yourself? We have Haley Stark joining us. She's a resident in the community and
Okay, I'm just Bishop Gonzalez and I'm a member of CB9.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I don't see anyone else. Khalid, would you introduce yourself as well?
Good night, everyone. Happy New Year. My name is Khalid Jamaat, Community Associate here at CB9. If you have any questions or any concerns, you can give us a call and we will be able to assist you. Hope everybody have a good meeting.
Oh, okay, thank you. And I'm going to ask you to take some notes for us, please.
Will
Thank
do.
you. Okay, so we started at 7:15, as I mentioned. Okay, so we called the meeting to order at 7:15. So Bishop, we normally ask for your word of encouragement. So we're gonna have you on the floor now so that we can move along with our meeting.
Okay. It is in fact a new year, and the significance of a new year is that of new beginnings. For those of us who are committed to community, a new year means an extension of the work we have been committed to continue until we've reached the ultimate goal that we set for ourselves. Under your leadership, we want to thank Almighty God that we can continue forward in this year, 2023. That in spite of what might transpire, we are going to hold strong to our belief that there's a greater force in the universe that is responsible for us, that is guiding and guarding us, and that will be able to sustain us through all the changing scenes we might have to deal with. I thank God for all the member of our community who is on tonight, all the leadership. And I ask that eternal God will continue to shine the light, the Shekinah light of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding upon us, so that when we speak, we just don't speak to have words, but we speak from our conscience to have action to get things done. So we are not just verbatim all the time, trying to overcome what someone else says, but saying something significant for the movement of CB9 to accomplish its goals. We are asking, and I'm asking the divine providence tonight to guide us as we speak our truth and to help us to only speak that which will empower our community and encourage our leadership, and not to waste time, but to utilize time that will bring results for all those that are in need. The environment is at stake. Without the environment, we dare not exist. The world is looking at deep space. We are understanding that there are many things happening outside, and the least we can do is walk around the edge of our community, pay attention to what we can do to give Earth a longer life and to give us better strength as we move forward. Thank you, eternal God, for all you have done and for all that you would do for us now and forevermore. So it is, and so it shall be. Amen.
Amen. And thank you for that word. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. I always appreciate that.
Yes,
beginning.
thank you. Thank you. Okay, so moving right along, we know who are and presently on this meeting, so that we don't need to take another roll call or do any additional introductions. So we're gonna move into our open discussion as a committee about our proposed goals for 2023. If you notice in old business, I listed some of the things that we've touched on already. We don't want to, I was just thinking that we don't want to, overwhelm ourselves doing things that we may not be able to get to, but we should at least focus on the things that are currently, working against us. That I mostly what I've listed already that we touched on. So as I said, the floor is open for discussion. So, we can just, get started. I don't know who has different ideas to what I've listed on the agenda, but the floor is now open for discussion.
I just want to bring up that I went to the subcommittee for the ULURP last night.
Oh, ULURP?
Yeah, ULURP has a subcommittee to discuss the City of Yes, BLAST initiatives. They're having a subcommittee. So I went, and I was asked if EP wanted to be involved and look over the environmental issues that are posted for that list. Some of it's vague, some of it's not really clear exactly what they're proposing, but I'm trying to keep abreast of it. And I said that I don't think we could handle dealing with all those initiatives on our own.
Right.
I said that our committee's small and that we're not making our, it's questionable if we can meet quorum because we have so many absentee members. So
Yeah,
that
exactly.
I thought that, if we attend their subcommittee meetings and try to look at the environmental protection clauses and, put our 2 cents in, at least this is what I'm advising, and I want to hear what you think about it, Debbie and Bishop, and then what you want to do. So I'm just recommending we look those over and consider it and go to those meetings. It was a little bit hard to follow last night. It didn't seem to be very focused. It was a lot of discussion, like as if we were having a regular committee meeting about things
Okay.
that weren't, they were talking a lot about the, like Jay's issue and that issues near the Boys and Girls Club with that new development. They talked a lot about that. And, if you want, I'll take notes and report to the committee, or hopefully, I'll let you guys know when the next meeting is. I know CB9 is sending out, so maybe we could just keep abreast of that. How does that sound?
I wish that there was more information so we can get a sense of exactly what it is that you got from there that you thought you figure that we may want to, get involved in addition to the things that we discussed as a committee ourselves. So that
Well,
way,
Suki's the chair of that committee. Suki
Yeah.
Chung, I think her name is. She
Right.
asked me directly if the EP would get involved, and I told her what I just said to you, and then I'm bringing it to you now. So I guess we could look those things over and see,
okay, so I mean, we do not have a full committee now, as you see.
Yeah.
So it's kind of difficult to pretty much
We can't
make
even vote
decisions.
on anything.
Yeah, so, I think that it's something that we have to more or less speak about a little further so that we get a sense as to exactly why we're getting involved, or, because there are things that, we would like to see happen in the community ourselves as a committee. And we are still trying to, iron those things out. So, I mean, I don't know what Suki is looking for. Maybe I can reach out to her and find out more about that. What she's looking for the Environmental Protection Committee to get on board, to discuss, or, otherwise. But it would be good to know more about, exactly what this entails. So I guess we can, I can probably, or reach out to the board to find out, more, if they have more information about that, so that we, get a sense as to what it's about. Because maybe some of us can attend that meeting, the next meeting, and maybe some of us will not be able to attend. So as a committee, we are trying to make do with what we have, the people that attend the meeting right now, to keep it going. And I'm not sure, how much more we can do to stretch yourself into something else.
Yeah, I agree. I think the subcommittee that they have, we could attend that and, say what we need to and work on our own agenda.
Right. So, it's bad enough that, we have members listed to attend this meeting, and, they're not attending. So I don't know what's going on and why they're still on the list. If they're still members on the board, it means that they know that they should be attending this meeting, but they haven't been in attendance. So I'm not sure what that is. And I think the board has an idea as to, the people that hasn't been on attending the meeting by now. So I don't know what has been done. I haven't received any feedback, so I really don't know. So hopefully we can get, you know, some of the things that we would like to get done, you know, as a committee with the few of us, and not try to, you know, go into another arena where, you know, we are just lost, or, you know, not able to help in any way. So that's my 2 cents. I mean, I don't know if anyone else has any input on that, but, you know, I don't want as a committee for us to take on more than we can really, you know, do on our own as a committee. So if anyone has additional thoughts or comments, I mean, like I say, this is an open discussion, but, you know, those are my thoughts. Yeah. So again, I can reach out to the board, or I can, or, you know, I'm sure that Dante or somebody has information on whatever, you know, Suki wants us to you know, get involved in, and see what it entails. And or they can just send us information, and we can take a look at it and see what comes out of that. But other
I
than
think it's
that,
to get ahead on the environmental stimulation stipulations in the city of Yes. They're trying to remove a lot of environmental oversight from the development is basically what's happening.
mhm.
They're trying to push that through, which would be very unfortunate for everyone.
Well, I
So,
think, I mean, anything that pretty much that they're trying to push through, would have to come through the whole board. I'm not
well,
sure.
I think well, they need to go through city council, of course. And they're
Right.
trying to remove a lot of the like the URLIP, the board members, like what little power the board does have. It's gonna not have so much, like basically city planning will be approving everything, and they'll have the developers will just be able to develop without having to go through environmental protection or through the URLIP process.
But is that a part of,
That's what they're proposing. It's a bit
are they
vague.
proposing that in the charter?
It's not really the charter. It's this city of Yes. They call it Blast, and they call it a few names. I went to they had a hearing, like a learning session. They had two of those. I went to one of those, and I've read over the material, and they from what they first put out, city planning first put out, it changed some. But there's like a few things that everybody should actually read it over that's on the committee.
So this is coming from city planning and not,
Well, it's basically from, I guess, Eric City Planning, you know, I should have had this more better prepared, but it's
so maybe we can ask Suki to, you know, maybe join us at our next meeting and give us an idea as to what this entails. I'm not sure, you know, what it makes sense to talk about something that we really don't know much about at
yeah,
our
it was
committee meeting.
just brought up last night, so
Okay. Okay, so maybe we'll come up at the general board meeting, and then people can ask questions. Again, to find out more about, you know, what we should be doing, or whether we should be doing anything at this point. So that would be good if she can speak about that at the next general board meeting.
yeah, I'll find out more information and send it out. I thought that they'd been sending it out with in the regular community board member information. Khalid, do you know? Khalid, are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I just stepped away for a second. I'm sorry. What was it, Teresa?
Oh, I was just wondering if you'd sent out the information about the City of Yes, the blast, like all of that. Has the whole
So
board has seen that,
yeah,
right?
so that should be on the website. If you go to the website under, I believe, URLP, the URLP section, there is a article there, all the City of Yes information.
Okay, so that should be under the Euler bound on the CB9 website. Okay, so we can all go on there and see what the information entails and see if there's
Yeah,
any.
we should look it over, but and participate. But I don't see us as a committee doing as much as we could if we had a full group,
Right,
right?
so we can actually, for informational purposes, I guess we can just, try to, get access to the information and read it. And if we have questions about it, then I guess we can bring it up with Suki, or maybe again, if she decides to speak on that at the general board meeting. I don't know what the agenda is gonna look like, but it would be good to,
Yeah, there's this report called the Improving New York City's Land Use Decision-Making Process with a Citizens Budget Commission, September 2022. And this report is part of what we should, I think, be paying attention to. And it's like step 2, pre-certification and environmental review after formally initiating a project with the DCP. It's the Department
Okay,
of City
so,
Planning.
Teresa, I don't know that we should spend that much time, focusing
All
on
right,
that.
I just
Since we
want to
don't
make
have
sure
much
that
information to go on, and Khalid just mentioned where we can get that information. So again, we can,
is
so-
that report is what up there is what's up there, Khalid, the CBCNY report.
is that under
that
the
what you're on?
ULURP?
No, it's the, I just looked on the website, it's the agenda, but I believe it's under the news section on our website. But I will speak with Dante tomorrow, and Mia, we'll have it sent out. If people need that information. But yeah, we
Okay.
tried it's in the ULIP, so I'll I'll reach out to the ULIP chair.
Okay, thank you, Dante. Khalid.
That's Pat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Pat.
but the person that was running the subcommittee was Suki, so the information
Okay.
I'll find out tomorrow.
So Pat was not at the meeting?
No, she's not on the committee. She doesn't want to be on it. Suki, originally Nicola was supposed to lead it, but then Fred said Nicola couldn't do it because only community board official members could be chairs on subcommittees apparently. So they voted on that, and then and then Fred changed it. Fred Baptiste, the chairperson. So Suki was made the chair of the subcommittee, the Europe subcommittee that's studying this. And they have a few members from the URLIP on there. And then I went from our committee, and there was there's Jay from housing went, and if there were like 2 or 3 people, just like community members, like Alicia Boyd was there. And other people who are interested in like land use and housing from the
Okay, so
area.
Jay was the person that was on our meeting.
Yeah,
few months
Jay
back.
Sword,
Jay
he
Sword,
was
yeah.
there.
Okay. All right, so I guess we can,
And Yanela, do you know Yanela? She was
oh,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, we can always get more information. As Khalid said, he can look into it
And
further.
And they'll probably post their minutes and we can look at those too, right?
Okay, yeah, that would be good. All right, so under all business, as I said, we listed the trash cans that we spoke about, and we're supposed to revisit to find out where the missing cans are, you know.
And none of those are back for my neighborhood.
No? Okay,
No,
so so we need to get a send. I think Dante or someone sent us a copy of the list or something. So
I
I have
spoke with
they
to,
never,
Dante, excuse me. I spoke with Dante earlier about it because I knew it will be brought up. So he's on it. So on top of that to get the garbage cans back.
okay, good. All right, so
yeah.
that's
And
good
just
to
I want to
know.
mention that the newer ones that the community board got, they were over by Ebbets Field, because I walk by there a lot on the way to the park, and they're all gone too. They have regular cans. They don't have the nicer ones. They all got moved away.
What?
Yeah, well, they got moved away at the same time that mine did. Like all these cans got moved around during the Juve parade week, and they never came back. They did bring back by Ebbets. They brought back like regular trash cans, but not the nice ones. And that, I know that area in particular has a lot, of course, has more people and a lot more, of a situation. There's rats over there, and we've been having like right at that at TD Bank. There's a big rat issue. It's right across the street from Ebbets. And
Yes.
people from my neighborhood have been complaining about it, the church, and Ebbets Field, because it has so many people, they have, and there's the construction over here. So we could really use those. There's some on the corner of Empire and Bedford, but the ones that were up by Ebbets are all gone, just regular cans. But they really, I mean, that's an area I would say that is very much in need, for those cans. Because the rats,
but-
they run over there and supporting the rat population. But
Yeah,
but also Rite Aid needs to do their part, and they're not. But I know Richard from the church, from Full Gospel Assembly, he wrote to my neighborhood group that inspector was over there this week. Finally, there's a lot of people are having issues, and the homeowners there are having issues with rats too. The ones that are their back of their houses are, they're on Stoddard, and they're like closer to Bedford. That's like a very rat problem area.
Is that because of the construction?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. It's a combination of the Rite Aid not taking care of that. There's an area in there that there's just full of rats, and then there's also like there's a lot of people, more garbage. They don't recycle, as we know, at Ebbets. And I think there's the construction, and there's a lot of construction in the area. So it's like so many things happening, plus a lot of people, like walking through that area, so they could, that would really benefit from those cans, because they're rat proof. So the rats don't have a way to get that food. There's a few things that need to be done over there, but
Yeah,
that's
but
one of them.
We need to know why the cans were removed and, where they are. I mean, they were put there for specific reasons. I don't understand.
Yeah, I know it's been brought up several times. So I guess, I
Well,
guess we should write to
he said-
Dante again.
He said
Who needs
Dante
to
is
done?
on it, so hopefully we can get more information
Okay.
on that from Dante.
That did happen in September, and it is January now. So 4 months
Yeah.
later, September, October, November, December, January. Yeah. So we were like pretty good with the rat situation. A bunch of us went to Rat Academy in this neighborhood a couple of years ago, and now it seems to be amping up again, especially down, over near Bedford, Stoddard area.
Okay, so I guess we need to follow up on that again with Dante to find out what is being done. But then we also may need to reach out to the health department so that they can come and probably, do some baiting in that area with the
Yeah,
rat.
Richard said somebody was investigating, but uh, encourage people to file more reports and
Yeah, I'll call 311.
yeah, I know people have. I know I filed one report over there because I saw rats over there like a lot.
Yeah,
And one day when I was walking my dog, it was like,
wow.
whoa, so
And
but
then
that
the
was
church,
like more than a month ago. And I know Richard, they're working on it as well,
because
they
I know the
have their
church was giving out food as well. So,
they're very, very important in this area for food distribution, clothing. They are helping a lot of people. Hundreds of people go there on
yeah,
Wednesday. It's very much needed now. I've never seen so many people there
yeah.
than in the last few months. So they
Yeah, because they were doing that as well during COVID. So they've been doing that a
yeah,
while.
they need
Yeah.
our support as well to keep things safe and clean over there.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so yeah, and also the street upgrades. I know that there's a lot of street upgrades, and as I'm walking through the neighborhood, I mean, you can see where, there's a lot of defects in the work that's being done. I mean, the drainage, the way that the drain and the street is it's not leveled. It's, so you find a lot of ponding and a lot of, debris at where the drains are, but the water is not going into the drains. So it means
Yeah,
that
because it's flooded and they're not cleaning it. I know
right.
Shamit also, yeah, Maxine Barnes sent me some photos today of the neighborhood. I know you live over there too. The same corner complaint, and her like concern is the drainage and the garbage and what's happening over there. And there's like a tree that's got broken. I don't know. There was a picture of a
Where?
tree that looked. She sent it to me. I'll forward it to you after.
No. I mean, if it's
Right.
something,
It's right
it-
on your corner.
okay, so
It's
if it's something that we need
Sterling
to
and No
follow,
Strand.
right? Oh, the tree.
There's a tree. There's like the garbage buildup, and it looks like it wasn't draining properly. It looks like the tree like something hit it or something. I just saw it quickly before she just. Let me see. Let me look at it again. Okay. Yeah, there's a picture of a tree that's like coming out of the root, and it's on the corner, like across the street from the grocery store. Looks like somebody hit it.
From the
And
grocery
then
store?
and then there's all the buildup on the corner. There's one of those there's the can, like they have the newer can on the corner, and you could see the whole grate is like stuffed up with garbage.
How
on the
long
corner
ago
of
did you
Sterling.
receive that?
Just like right before the meeting started. I guess she looked at our agenda and saw that we were just wanted pictures of problems in the neighborhood. So
Yeah,
she
because I
sent
mean,
it. Maybe she sent it to the board too. I don't know. I'm just seeing it. There's like, yeah, it's just like you could see the garbage and the grate and how it's like all built up there on the corner by the lamppost and a garbage can. And the garbage can is like a big box on top of it. Looks like it's overflowing. And
but
the
did she
tree's bent.
identify exactly where that is?
It's Sterling and Nostrand. I can see the sign right in the picture. It says Sterling, Nostrand. The corner right where the subway exit is.
So
You know
there are
where the
two,
chicken,
there are two subway exits.
where the chicken place is.
Also, it's on the corner there.
Yeah, right where the chicken place is.
Okay, right. So that's on
And then the tree right across the street there, not catty corner, but right across the street looks damaged and it's falling over. Looks like somebody hit it, like it's a pretty big tree. Yeah, it's damaged.
Is that a tree
So
that's on her corner?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it is. It's right, you could see right where you cross the street. It's right on the very corner there. Looks like it's a big tree to be. That's sad. That looks like it was a nice tree. It's falling over.
Okay, so
It
then
looks like
that would be
truck hit it.
something for the board to follow up on.
Yeah, let's see. A colleague in the notorious filthy condition at the corner of Sterling and Nostrand. From Maxine Barnes.
Because I know usually when they pick up the garbage, if it's in a can, they usually will pick it up. I mean, whenever that schedule, that route.
Yeah, it looks like
So I don't
maybe
know
they're.
what date she's talking, what date is on there. Or
It
how
looks
long
like it
ago
was-
she
I
took
think
that
it
out.
was taken tonight.
Tonight?
I think so.
Because I know when I was coming in, I know I saw garbage on the right side coming in from Nostrand on to Sterling. So I guess they hadn't picked up that side as yet, but they picked up the left side coming in from Nostrand.
Yeah, well, I know you've had concerns about, yeah, those pictures were taken tonight.
Right, because I
Yes.
know I took pictures of the pond in the walk, you know, the walk, the crosswalk.
All right, so yeah, that something needs to be done there. That's one of our stops when we do our walk, right? We're gonna
Right,
go over
so,
there
yeah,
and
so
have a look at
tomorrow I can look at that and I can, and see what it looks like and then, you know, follow up with the board to see
Well,
what can be done for
it's,
that.
I remember at one time it was discussed, I think she came to this meeting or one of the board meetings, and somebody said that, I don't remember exactly, but it was that the design, the way that had been built there hadn't been built properly to allow for drainage, and they were gonna fix it. I don't know. I don't know if it's the Department of Transportation or who.
Is that the
fix it.
grid? We
I
spoke about the grid, the garbage that goes under the grid of the SBS, where the SBS stop is.
Well, the
And usually-
design, they were gonna fix it or something, but that was more than a year ago. That was maybe
Right.
a year and a
Be-
half, 2 years
Right.
ago.
Yeah, because the way it's designed, you know, the way it ponds on both sides. So, you know, with the garbage in there, the water has nowhere to go. So it ponds around the you know, where the concrete and the grid is.
Well, it
So
seems like
that's
this-
problematic, yeah.
This might be a common problem because those gentlemen that were at our last meeting were also having issues that a redesigned sewer sidewalk grading
Right,
was causing
Yeah.
flooding that had never happened before, right?
Right.
So I don't know how we would speak to somebody. Dante should probably bring this up at that, what is that
well, as
meeting?
I mentioned before, that's a discussion for Dante to have us at the Borough Service Cabinet meeting. So all of those
Khalid.
things should
Sorry,
all of those
Yes.
things should be listed, yeah, so that he has that information available when that
Can you-
meeting
can-
happens.
can you bring up with Dante to discuss those? It seems like an ongoing theme for us, people complaining about these redesigns of the corners with the sewers and the new sidewalks are causing more ponding, draining, flooding issues for various neighbors. And if you could discuss it at the meeting that he goes to. What's that
Okay, I
meeting?
can bring it to his attention. You're talking about the shower drains, I'm sorry, the sewer drains because they were closed up due to, well, people were saying that, so people won't flush down things that could be used in a crime, so that's
Yeah.
why they were
Well,
smaller.
I don't know
But
if that's the only reason. I don't know if that's what's happening. I don't think that's what's happening over by Debbie's house on that corner Maxine Barnes is complaining about I think it's the design is just about leveling and how it's supposed to drain, and
Exactly.
it's not
Yeah.
because it's crooked. You know, it's like if the water's
Exactly.
going to drain, it has to be like this, right? It's very,
Yeah,
you know, if it's like this, the water's not going to go into the drain. It's just a design flaw. And this seems to be happening, you know, with that gentleman, I think it's a combination of smaller sewer and also the design. Because he's having like flooding, right?
Yes,
So,
he was having, yeah, well, because of the leaves in the drain, he has to be constantly checking that to make sure that it's clear. So, you know, he can't leave his home according to that's what he said. So, if
did
it's gonna,
Dante discuss, sorry, Debbie.
if it's gonna rain, he has to make sure that you know, he's at home so that he can, you know, make sure that that drain is clear. So that's problematic on that end, but they were supposed to attend this meeting tonight, and I don't know, you know, why they're not on board, but they were
Did
supposed to also call the board office and speak with I believe Khalid or Dante. Khalid, you were
Yeah.
doing the last meeting, our last meeting, right?
Yeah, what Mr. Wiseman is who you're referring to.
Right.
And to answer your question, Teresa, I do not speak to what Dante speaks about, what he speaks in his cabinet meetings about, but I can bring this to his
Okay.
attention. It's not like it's secretive or anything. It's just I haven't spoke to him about it. But I will bring to his attention about this tomorrow.
Yeah, like it
Okay.
would be good to know if he discussed it in the last session, because we brought it up last time and had hoped he would bring it up. Because it seems like it's a problem that involves several different, I guess, what would you call them? Like sanitation, Department of Transportation, you know, all these groups have to work together to solve this issue. And not, it's, you know, we have to deal with the flooding situation and that's like part of environmental protection, climate change. We're getting more rain, you know.
Okay, Khalid, so it's pretty much all of the information that's listed on old business. Those are the things that we discussed before. And those are the things that we want to focus on, because I mean, moving forward on something else, and these things are still problematic, it defeats the purpose. So,
Okay.
yeah. So this is why I said before, we don't want to take on too much more, because we have things that we need to address before, you know, it becomes a major problem, and we know that it already is. So I think we should focus on those things and try to get them, you know, resolved at this time. So yeah, so if you can just follow up with Dante to find out, you know, what has been done on those issues, it would be helpful as we move forward.
Will do.
Yes, thank you. And
Yeah, Debbie, I
yes,
remember,
Bishop, yes,
I remember that gentleman said that he had given the information, the problem to CB9, that
yes,
he
he
had
did.
gone in that same day of our meeting to
Right.
let them know about it. So
Yes,
it's
I
good to
agree.
just follow up to see
Yes,
if Dante did do something.
yes, I agree with that. Yes, that is correct. Yes,
So we
thank
don't
you.
know if Dante talked about it in his cabinet meeting, correct? We don't know. He hasn't told us.
Well, again, Khalid already
The
said
meeting
that he doesn't have any more information to share, because he's not in that meeting with Dante. But he
Right.
he will follow up with Dante, and it would be good if Dante can give us an update, because we also discussed these things, I believe, at the general board meeting,
Yes.
or
Yes,
it's
and we
in our
haven't met
minutes.
since
So I
then,
mean,
so,
yeah.
but it
So
hasn't
yeah.
been overlooked that, you know, all those emails are compiled and we're working on them.
Okay, thank you, Khalid, for that.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
so we don't need, yeah. All right, so we got that information out there. So under new business, I had two ideas, and they are to design a sign, I mean, you know, laminated signs that say keep Crown Heights clean. I don't know how anyone else feel about, you know, something like that. And then the other thing, which you just, Teresa just mentioned, that Maxine sent her some pictures, you know, it would be good to, you know, if we're not able to get out there when we would like to, or, because of the inclement weather. I mean, as people walk about, they can take pictures of things that's going on that, is not, doesn't look right. And we can just, do, like probably some type of a presentation or a further discussion on the things that, whether it's ponding or, or a lot of garbage in a specific area near a drainage area or something like that, that is also helpful. I don't know if anyone else has any additional information to share, but those were two thoughts that I came up with while I was putting this agenda together.
The signs are a good idea. I do know that my neighbors really are interested in signs, always request this with something about cleaning up after the dogs.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a good, that's another one too. Yeah.
The dogs, the dog feces problem is very prevalent.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people don't.
Well, I
don't
think
do
that,
so.
keep Crown Heights
And they-
clean would pertain to that as well, so. And then
They
we-
want the dog cleanup signs.
Yeah, and
Respect
then
your
we can
neighbor.
also, yeah. So those were two ideas that I came up with. I don't know if anyone else has any additional idea that they would want to share on that, keeping our community clean. In addition to maybe buying some brooms and, stuff to go out and clean. Those are other alternatives.
Like that Keep Crown Heights clean group back, or maybe we could find one on the other side of the
Yes,
the PLG cleanup crew.
right.
We could join that.
So yeah, so we can all, do something like that and go around. I mean, we've been getting some nice weather, so if we want to do that, I mean, that would be good. We can focus on the crosswalks at, on the major streets and make sure that those are cleared and probably identify any problems that in the event that we should get a lot of rain that would, maybe cause a problem with, the water backing up while we're doing that. So those are some things that we can probably act on quickly because, I mean, the weather hasn't been that bad. So.
Yeah, Khalid, and if you and Dante know of anything like that again, please let us know. I think that was really good for us. That
Okay,
event, that group, if you've heard more from them.
the
Or,
Clown Heights cleanup group.
yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was good, good event that we had. All right, we'll do. I'll put that in the notes.
Thank you.
Debbie, I like the idea of keeping Crown Heights clean
Yes,
and to also indicate on that that laminated piece that
Yeah.
Send pictures of anything that is out of sort. Please send pictures to the office. Just
Right.
like we're talking about tonight, someone sent a picture. If we
Yeah.
have that, that's going to be able to help us a whole lot.
right, because on my own new business, that's what I have on there. Take pictures of problematic areas in our
Correct.
community for possible committee presentation or,
Right.
be sent to the board. Yeah.
And
So-
once we get that, once the
Yeah.
board notifies, then we can go out to see what it's like, or is it cleaned up,
Yes.
since the picture. I think that'd be
Exactly.
really good.
Yes. So that, yeah, that was one of the things that I listed on there. So is
That's a
anyone
great
else?
idea.
Thank you.
That's a great
so-
idea.
Yeah, so we can focus on that some more. Does anyone else have any additional information that they would like to share? If not, then we can adjourn the meeting. And hopefully we will have some more information at the next meeting and be able to move forward. But in the meantime, as I'm walking through the community, I intend to take pictures and whatever else I can find to,
Debbie, and
to-
whatever information we get from Dante concerning that meeting
yes,
for that gentleman, send out to us so we know if there's
yes,
something else that we can do. They don't have a quorum tonight, but if we can get information, those of
yes.
us that are available can take action on it.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah, so,
And let's please work on this issue with the attendance. If we just remove the people that weren't coming, we'd have quorum tonight, right?
yes, I agree with that because they keep putting them on the list to attend the meetings and they haven't showed up.
Not
So it
one.
makes no sense. We can't do anything and it's been happening too often and I don't know. And that's something that we need to follow up on as well with the chair and find out what the next steps are, because what is the purpose of serving on the board and you're not, attendance is one of the key components.
Maybe we need to have a bylaw, like missing like how many meetings in a row should be like dismissal.
Well, there is something like that in the bylaws, but I'm not
Is it
sure.
precise?
But they're pretty much, did you get the information that we're supposed to be
Yeah.
reviewing at that meeting?
Yeah,
So,
I've gone over it, and I submitted some ideas, and I'm just wondering, talking to you as a more experienced member, like, and you're the chair, like, what you think would be, like, what would be our idea? What would be your idea? Ladies, Ms. Bishop and Debbie, what do you think? 3 meetings? Like, just when this comes up, it would be good if we were.
well, I
thought
think
of
that
that.
even if you can't attend a meeting, at least you should acknowledge that there is a meeting to call and say, I am unable to attend that meeting because I have an emergency. But there should be
Correct.
a number of meetings that you miss and you can account for, or let's say excuse absence or whatever it is. But if you do not make a phone call to say, okay, I am unable to attend that meeting, it means that you're not concerned about attending this meeting.
Okay, so missing how many meetings in a row without an excuse? Without an excuse, is that what it is? You get an excuse if you're not absent?
Well, there is something, if you call and say, okay, I have an emergency. I mean, that's an excuse absent because you have an emergency.
Right, or could be anything, sick,
It
wedding,
could
whatever.
be
So
anything, yeah.
you
But
think
that
3
just-
meetings? I think
I
3
would say,
meetings.
yeah, I would say at least 3 meetings.
All right. So when we have when we're discussing those bylaws, we could say EP wants 3. I'm in agreement with that. I just want to make sure.
Well, I
that
mean, we
EP
can't just say EP wants 3. This is about a board as a whole. So the board, we
Right.
would have to identify what is,
Yes.
what it is for the entire
Okay,
board, yeah.
well, I
So
just
that
wanted
would be
to,
a discussion for that meeting, that specific meeting pertaining to those bylaws.
so you feel okay about that? 3 meetings would be grounds for being removed from our committee or any committee? 3 unexcused in a row, 3.
Who are you referring that question to?
You and
And Bishop?
Ms. Bishop,
I feel comfortable with that because I mean, if you miss 3 meetings and without calling or anything, acknowledging that there is a meeting and you belong on that committee, then that's problematic for me. Because I have to make time to attend that meeting. And you do
I
too,
understand.
and Bishop
Yeah.
does too.
Well, you two have more experience, being on the community board. So I don't know what people have been doing all these years. Like, is this common or is it just like now?
Well, it has become
Recent.
common and it needs to stop because we haven't done anything because we do not have a quorum. And it cannot continue. If we are to move forward, then we have to move forward as a whole and not as a quarter of a committee.
And Debbie, I think this conversation ties into the bylaws, right?
Yes,
Yes.
And so what I would say is, let's look at what's going to happen with the bylaws and see if they would come up with something that we can endorse,
right. Well, of
rather
course,
than putting ourselves out there.
right. Well, that's what I said to her. I said it has to happen as a whole, a board, as a
Yes.
board,
Yes.
not just a
Yeah,
committee. Yeah.
I agree. I just wanted your opinions in, being like longer serving members. This is my first year.
Yeah,
of
so,
serving. So
so,
I
yeah.
just wanted to see how you felt about it and what's happened in the past, and what you think would be, just looking for advisement, because I want to,
yes,
when I put in my opinion or make a vote, I would like it to be, with some people that have seasoned knowledge, informing me. So I appreciate your
yes,
discussing this with me.
thank you. Okay, so if there is no further questions or comments, I would like to, adjourn this meeting it is now 8:12 p.m. And I would like to thank Haley for joining us. Hopefully she got some information that she can use. I'm not sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
Do you have any questions for us?
I don't. This has just been really great to sit in on and hear. And I really appreciate you letting me do so.
No
Okay.
problem.
All right.
Anytime.
Thank you for joining us and you're welcome to join us at our next meeting if you
Great.
have the time to do so.
Yes, I would love to. Thank you.
Okay, and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And
too.
so it is now 8:12 p.m. and I will make a motion to adjourn this meeting and hope
Okay.
that we will have a full house the next meeting. And during
Okay.
that time, prior to that, I will pretty much try to find out why we have a committee and a list of people that's not attending the meetings. I mean, it's if they're on the board, we need to identify the reason for them not attending the meeting, because I see them at the general board meeting. So I don't know. I need to know.
All right.
I need to know because I have to make time to sit in on this meeting. Bishop has to do so. Teresa, you have to do so as well. Khalid has to sit in on the meeting as well. So, why is it that, we have people that's on the committee and they're not here? I need to know why.
That's correct.
Yeah, I need to know.
I agree. All right.
So-
Well,
So thank you guys for
thank you.
being a
Happy New
part
Year,
of this
everyone.
committee, and I look forward to seeing you at the general board meeting.
Thank you, Debbie.
Yes, thank you, and have a good night and Happy New Year again.
You too.
Stay
And
well.
happy New Year
Thank you.
to everyone.
And
Bye.
good night. And
Happy
thank
New
you,
Year, everyone.
Khalid.
Be well.
So
Yeah.
Khalid, you will put our notes together.
Yes, I will.
I appreciate
And
you.
I'm gonna
if
send it to
need-
you for your review.
Yes, if you need any input, you can always reach out to us.
Okay, and just know everyone's concerns are being answered. We hope to, fix all. We're not ignoring anyone.
Okay,
But try to make this a better community for all.
okay. So if you want me to send a list of all the things that we have identified here, I can do that as well. If
Yes,
you-
please.
Okay, you want me to do that?
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
Okay, so I'll make a list and send it off.
you.
Okay,
Okay, have a great
thank
night.
you so much. Have a
night,
good
everyone.
night. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Okay, good night.